What's going on YouTube? This is Dave's Daily Trades, where I bring you daily AMC technical analysis, price predictions, and of course, the latest and greatest news. If you'd be so kind enough, hit that like button and subscribe. I'd be greatly appreciative. All right, enough of that and into today's video. So, of course, Tuesday after the long weekend, definitely not what we expected, but that is totally fine because we're right on track still, guys. So, just going off the 1 minute chart for today, we did have a great start to the morning, pushing up to a high of $55.06. But of course, the rest of the day was not so hot. So pretty much what I thought and what I saw this morning was an early cup and handle formation forming. And I thought we were going to have a nice push up right here, right around $53 and push back up into that $55, $56 range. But of course, quite the opposite happened. We're hit with some short ladder attacks throughout the day. And really, we closed right around the low for today, a little bit off the low at, what was that, $49.76, something like that. But the actual low today was $49.70. And of course, we do see that is below the support that I did have drawn here at, call it $50.50, just to make things easy. So that was not great, but a few things to keep in mind, guys. Of course, we're always looking for that consolidation. The consolidation for me was right here first thing in the morning where we did, this isn't perfect, I would say, but looking at the MACD, I really like that level there. And then, of course, the only other consolidation we did really get was very close to this $50 range, about 30 minutes into the close. And of course, as you guys know, after hours rather, wasn't looking so great, but that's totally fine. Checking down here at the RSI was low. Finished the day right around, call it $30 even. In volume, relatively low for today too. I believe, we'll jump over to the day chart real quick just to check this out. But I do believe volume was somewhere around like 60, 70 million for today, which of course, as you guys know, is very low to what we usually see. And actually volume was, 62 million. So definitely not too bad. So looking at the 1 day chart, guys, this is actually looking very, very healthy. So as you can see, we did have that MACD crossover that happened on June 21st. But really the biggest thing and why I'm so bullish on this is we're in uncharted territories, guys. AMC has never traded at this level before. And we're consolidating in between, call it $50 because we're close enough, $50 and $60 for literally 2 weeks now. If we want to include this right here, we could almost say 3.5 weeks, almost a month now. So that's wonderful to see. But the reason why I'm so bullish is, guys, we had this MACD crossover on the 21st, and usually this is a bearish reversal where things are looking really good, MACD crosses over, and it really cools off for a minute. But what's happening here? MACD is going down, but guys, look at the stock price here. We have been literally flat for weeks. So I love to see this. And really, of course, in the past, we have seen this MACD crossover, consolidation, and then, of course, on the next run-up, we have that MACD crossover and so forth and so on. So that's really what has been happening. So, guys, I know this hasn't been the funnest 3 weeks, or call it a month just to be easier here. It hasn't been interesting, but, guys, what this is doing is it's giving the technicals to really line up for the next run-up. And B, guys, these technicals are now coming down to earth. I mean, look at what the MACD was over here at 11.39 compared to that first run up to $20 when we were at 2.57. So, guys, that's a huge difference. And, of course, AMC needed to cool off a little bit before, day traders and swing traders come back into this. Of course, IV on options, extremely low now. So that's going to be attracting more and more investors. And I think once these technicals come down to earth, and they're already starting to, really the mood is going to change. A lot more people are going to start coming back into this. FOMO is going to kick in once again, and that's what's going to bring us to that next triple-digit range. So, of course, like I said, RSI was literally right at 50, which is still really great. As you guys can see here, 50 has really been a solid level for AMC. This is when we had that sideways trading for literally months at like $5. And of course, sure, we have dipped below 50 for a little bit of time. But guys, the lowest we've been since that first run up was 41.19. So of course, yeah, we might have a little bit more consolidation to go, but I guess time will tell. All right, So that's really all I wanted to go into before today's video. And also, I did post a video on Saturday that did talk about what happened on Memorial Day weekend. So, of course, last time we had the long weekend is literally right before AMC's last run-up. This is when we were trading at right around $12 to $14. We closed. Volume was super low that Friday. Of course, that happens on long weekends. But then what happened? Tuesday, flat day. Wednesday, it really started to run up. And things absolutely went magical. And AMC went from like $14 to $72. So, of course, don't be surprised that today was a down day. People are still getting back from vacation. Volume was low. And, of course, volume is really going to be the key to help AMC push past that $60 range. All right, so enough for the charts, now into today's news. So if you do live under a rock and don't know this yet, Adam Aron is not releasing any more shares. So that is completely off the table for that 25 million share dilution that was going to be voted on in the next shareholder meeting. That's off the table. No shares will be added throughout 2021, and this is not even going to be on the table to speak about until 2022. So that's really great news in my books, guys. Absolutely love to see this, and I love to see that. Most importantly, we'll actually jump over to Adam Aron's tweet over here. We'll open this up real quick. But guys, he's listening to us. I know a lot of people in the community we're literally fighting over what you should vote. And of course, that's really no one's business but your own. Of course, you are a shareholder, you're an investor, you can make your own decisions. Don't let other people make those decisions for you. But I'm really glad just to see that this is off the table because A, no more bitching and complaining about who's voting for what. And B, of course, no more 25 million share delusion. So that's great news. I think everyone's a winner here. So that's really great. And of course, guys, there are some more matters that are going to be voted on. So do take the time and vote because this is absolutely very important. And if you guys don't know why voting is so important, leave a comment and I will definitely talk about that next video. But I have posted quite a few videos on that, so don't want to be too repetitive here. Anyways, guys, while going through Reddit, there was some really interesting DD that I came across. And it really just talks about married puts and how they're pretty much delaying some of and kicking the can down the road, as so many people say. So really just going to jump around here, go over the most important facts. But this is actually really, really interesting. And shout out to What Can I Make Today for coming over to the AMC group chat over from Super Stonks and giving us this information. This is definitely something interesting that I plan on looking through a little deeper. Anyways, guys, so first of all, what are married puts? And just really, really quick. Married put is the name given to an options trading strategy where an investor holding a long position in a stock purchases an at-the-money put option on the same stock to protect against depreciation in the stock's price. The downside is that put option costs a premium and is usually significant. So, of course, on your option contracts, you have to pay a premium. When you do these married puts, since they're like literally at the money, the premiums are going to be through the roof. So, of course, this gets pricey, and it's a game they cannot play forever. But anyways, guys, this is a chart right here for all the put options as of 5/24 for 6/14. So, of course, these are all the dates here, and then the total open interest at the bottom. So what can we see here, guys? Well, A, the big jumps in changes here. So that is definitely something notable. And really, guys, this is some pretty significant differences here. And I believe it comes out to, what was it, 10.9 million shares hidden, or 109,000 options that were hidden through married puts. So that's really, really interesting to see. So, of course, the difference is 109,000 new options opened up at essentially worthless strikes. So these options are almost certainly being used for married puts to hide shared deliveries and circumvent failure to deliver reporting. So, of course, the reporting metrics that we get from all the various sources, guys, it's incorrect, not because they're being paid off or whatever it may be. It's because the data itself is being manipulated through one term, married puts. So you can see that many of those shares deliveries were pushed out a short time to July and August, 2 to 3 months, while others were actually pushed out as far as January 2022, up to 6 months. What they're pretty much getting from all of this and why they're doing this is they're kicking the can down the road because they think, A, this ape community is just going to fail and give up, which we all know. We're stronger than that. We're smarter than that. And it's really almost funny that they're calling us dumb money at this point. So essentially, they're just kicking this can down the road anywhere from 2 to 6 months. Another interesting point here is there are a lot more puts opening at higher, but still almost certainly to be worthless strikes. For example, the $10 put from July open interest went from 102 as of 5/24 to 37,722 on 6/14, which could be hiding up to another 3.7 million shares, which is a big deal, guys. We're talking about millions of shares. Over here, 10.9 million shares hidden, guys. This is absolutely crazy. And down here, I'll also link this article. Definitely feel free to go through some of this data. He did link out quite a few things here where you can go through, collect this data on your own, and make your own analysis from this. So highly recommend that. That's something that I'm going to be doing tonight after I post this video. And I guess we'll see what happens. Also, guys, who was watching CNBC today when Jim Cramer and his buddy were on there talking about AMC and GameStop merging? I know that's probably not going to happen, but guys, I was watching that and I was just so hyped because that would just be, that would make my year. I don't know what more to say on that. That is really, really cool. And especially since GameStop is now getting more into the esports, NTFs, and cryptocurrencies, as well as, of course, online distributor of video games, consoles, you name it. But really kind of cool thing too is AMC talking about possibly getting into that whole esports scene as well. And of course, first starting with hosting the fight night, which is coming up, I believe it's this weekend. So that's really interesting to see. And I love how AMC is using this extra money that they have raised for really, really promising things that are really going to help boost this company up. And especially now with all of this happening, guys, I believe that $60 is actually a fair price for AMC, regardless of the squeeze, regardless of the failure to deliver, the short interest, none of that stuff, guys. AMC is really changing their business structure to really go forth with these new times that we're in. So I absolutely love it. Adam Aron, you're the GOAT. Shout out to you. I know you're probably not watching this, but if you are, you're the freaking man. All right, guys, with that said, that's going to be all for today's video. Definitely tune in for the rest of the week as I will be coming at you guys daily. All right, if you did like this video, definitely hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.